Apparently, you were quite depressed when Aaron left.
Yeah. Nah. Be honest.
Was it
When Aaron left your last workplace, and how long were you alone? Maybe 5-6 months.
Yeah, I think it was like 4 months.
Felt like an eternity, eh?
Actually went quite fast.
Did it actually?
It didn't actually felt like an eternity. Honestly, I respect what J. Cole did, eh?
I love J. Cole, but I hated that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I loved it, eh?
I hated that.
I think he knew that he was just gonna get the smoke, so he just bowed out.
By the end of this
Here,
yeah,
I'm gonna
have a
when you know your
Pepeha.
Oh, that's a good challenge,
Hey, kapai. Do they have minglers in Brisbane? So the boys have decided to, drum roll please, for Aaron's 30th this year. We Las Vegas, baby!
He doesn't know yet, but we're in Las Vegas.
We're back. Do we need an intro?
Yes, of course we need it.
Why?
Well,
It's season 3, baby.
Is this the intro?
We're
moving different now.
We're different. It's 2024.
We're different, but the same.
Yeah.
We just started a few months later.
Brothers, welcome back. You Decide podcast 2024 season numero. I don't know what 3 is in Spanish.
Dos. Tres. Uno, dos.
Season number 3, fellas. It's good to be back.
Finally made it.
It's bloody cold. It's bloody cold.
Maybe because we decided to film in the early hours of the morning.
It is.
Don't tell people that we're filming in the morning. We're not that desperate.
No, we're moving different this year.
We're moving
So
different.
yeah, talk to me, boys. What have we been up to? I mean, it's what is it now? May, month number 5 of 2024. So what have we been up to,
So
Jeff?
that means we've been off for 7-8 months.
Wow, that's a long
Why did you say
sabbatical,
that? Why'd you point that out?
No, good.
Oh yeah, great, Jeff.
Nah. I'm going first.
To me,
I'm
it's a
going first. Because I was the first one here this morning. So
Oh, yeah.
Here we
I'll
go.
go
Yeah,
first.
fair enough, bro.
Nah, Jeff, you go.
Nah, yeah, yeah, it's been. See, it's been a while since we've podcast today, but yeah, year's been good so far. Started a new job in Jan.
Tell us about your new job.
Doing youth work with the bro Azza. Had to follow him along.
Yeah.
Didn't
But
see
yeah,
that one coming.
it's been good so far. Excited to podcast again with you boys. Kind of missed it. But yeah, ready to see what season 3 has in store for us.
Yeah.
People have been asking, and I've just been saying, "Oh yeah, next week." But yeah, next week is now. So
Don't lie, no one's asking.
oh, 1 subscriber.
Nice. Paul,
Yeah.
you just welcomed in what? Child number 6, I think. What's new with you, brother?
Well, I'm not like Chris and didn't get a promotion over the year. But now just work and yeah, family, the kids, everything's going good. Good start to the year. I think term 1 was busy. So the first few weeks first 3 months of the year was quite busy, but settling in. Excited to start the pod for this year. Excited for YDP's new direction. Which is no direction because we don't actually
One direction,
have a
baby.
plan. One direction, and it's moving forward. So that's us. That's us. It's good to be here.
Jesus.
It's good to be here.
yeah, same as me.
Well, you're looking good, bro. Is that a new hat from John? Shout out John. Also John.
John, if you're listening,
Von Dutch hat.
I didn't know they still made Von Dutch hats.
Von Dutch. Sorry.
What Jeff didn't see is that I grinded my ass off for 5 months to
Yes.
give them an opportunity to come across, and
thanks, brother.
happy to have
Appreciate
the
the
bro
hard
on
work.
board. It's been fun working with Jeff again.
What's it like working with Jeff?
But like in a new content,
Like in a
you
new
know?
content.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's been awesome. Like obviously we worked together at other workplace for 7 years.
Yeah.
7+ years, grinding and breaking our backs.
Yeah.
for-
And now you're... So,
We're watching movies.
so like, you scammed one business for 7 years, and now you're scamming
Another workplace.
Do you guys take any of your old work habits to like your new place? Can you or nah?
Nah, it's
not really.
completely different, eh?
Yeah.
I think with the job that we do now, because it's one-to-one with a person compared to our old workplace. We were, working with stock and T-shirts and, boxes and stuff. So, yeah, it's completely different. So.
Did you ever take any of those t-shirts home?
Nah, never. Never. But yeah, it's completely different line of work. But it's been good to, learn new skills and be, actually working with a person and trying to make a difference in their lives.
That's cool.
Guess.
Apparently, you were quite depressed when Aaron left.
Yeah. No. Be honest.
Was it
When Aaron left your last workplace, and how long were you alone? Maybe 5-6 months.
Yeah, I think it was like 4 months.
Felt like an eternity, eh?
It actually went quite fast.
Did it actually?
It actually felt like an eternity. Yeah, because, when you work with the same bro for 7 years, and then they all of a sudden leave you, it's different, right?
Or was it sudden, so he didn't tell you in advance?
Well, he told me 2 weeks before he left, so...
He told you on the podcast.
Oh, so the guy you see all the time, even at YDP, didn't actually tell you?
Yeah, I was gutted at first, but I was trying to be happy for him when he first told me, but... Yeah, I guess it's good now that we're working at the same place. I get to see him every day again. But yeah, it's been good.
So how are you finding the space? Sorry, we haven't really talked about it. But how are you finding the space? I know you said we're into the new sort of line of work. Where you said we're working one-on-one with these, the youth or the rangatahi. I need to adapt to the native tongue.
Say you, Ross.
But how are you finding? Obviously, we're coming from different space and factory work sort of. What's it called?
What? Warehouse.
Logistics.
Yeah.
I've been out of the loop for ages.
I'm finding, honestly, it comes with its challenges, just like any new role, I guess. Just like what I was saying before, when you're so used to just working with product compared to a person, products don't have emotions and feelings and trauma that comes with it. So just learning to adapt to our young people, especially those who maybe have not had the best upbringings, trauma through their life, and then your one-to-one mentoring with them. A lot of that stuff gets dumped on you. Yeah. So you have to learn to, I guess, adapt to that as well and learn not to take it home. Yeah. And that's something that I'm still learning right now, a few months into the job, is learning not to, it's learning to detach yourself from your day and not take it home. But I guess that's been my biggest challenge so far, is learning to do that. Especially because when you want to see a difference, when you want to make a difference in that young person's life, it really impacts you when, they talk about the way that they were brought up, not having food or not having adequate shelter, no clothes, so they had to resort to doing other things to gain those things. It is quite hard for me to process that. But I guess the best thing I can do is show up every day for them. Yeah, nice. Show up every day. Just build them up, speak positivity into their lives. Maybe because they're not used to that stuff. They're not used to somebody speaking life into them and building them up, and just showing up as well. So, it's been interesting so far. It's had its challenges, but it's thankless work. But it's work that's needed, I think, in our society, especially with the way it's going with all our young people turning to peer pressure and social media and stuff like that for their validation. And I just believe, it's a good thing that we're doing this, but still learning and still trying to figure this whole work out, space out.
Yep. But overall, you're enjoying it?
Overall, yes, definitely enjoying it. I had a few rough weeks, a few weeks back, as I can attest to that. But so far, it's been really good work, and I believe there's just a need for it, And I'm sure you guys can speak to that too, working with young people and just seeing the different backgrounds and cultures and all these kids come from. But yeah, it's been good so far.
I think we'll touch on that later. Probably maybe go in a little bit more. But Chris, how have you been? Sorry, we just kind of
No.
We're not on a tangent.
Sorry, we went on a little side quest.
Turn up to my house, eat my food. No.
This is your dad's house.
No, it's been good, Sully. It's good, you know. It's always good to be to start the year off. I think. Oh, I've done a little bit of traveling.
Traveling seems like your thing.
Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
lately. Well, you know, when you have no kids, you got to spend your money on something. But yeah, I think at the moment, while we haven't, I think like settled down as such, we want to do as much traveling as we can. My wife and I.
That's it.
Before we look to set up and you know, God willing, we'll have some
Start a family.
yeah, start a family very soon. But the traveling has been amazing. Yeah, good fun. We just overseas to see my wife's family in Australia, and then we got across to my brother, and then spent some time with in Japan as well, which was nice, and in China, which was good fun. Yeah, it's different. It's a different world over there.
Yeah.
People are interesting. People are interesting. I'll say that. And when you live in your bubble for a long time, I think, you forget that there's an entire world, you know, different worlds,
So true.
out there. So I think that in terms of being able to experience that, traveling is always the way to go for me. It's how I like to spend my downtime, or like when we're not shooting. I mean,
What was the biggest cultural shock over there? What was so foreign to you? You're like, oh, wow.
I think in China the thing was how big everything is. And it's just on another scale over there, I think. And just the sheer amount of people. I mean, they've got the population of
Populated
1 billion people.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous how many people there are. And then obviously, you know, you get the stares. You would have found like anywhere you've travelled where, like, oh, that's new.
Yeah.
Like people just stare at you. People
Right.
pull over their cars to look at you. Like that's
Wait a minute. What?
yeah. That's the extreme it is. They stop on their little. Everyone's on those mopeds.
Yeah.
They just like stop it and look at you. And I get it because they're not used to seeing people that look like us. In Japan, oh man, it was cool seeing our people there.
Yeah.
It was good. Got to connect with my little cousin Pat and one of the Usos as well.
Mia.
Yeah, it was cool. Good to see them. Japanese people are lovely, eh?
Yeah,
Like,
they would be. Yeah.
very polite, very respectful. You know, everyone kind of follows the rules over there. Yeah, so there was lots, but that was it. Highlight, it's got to be the food. These people know how to eat, man.
Yep.
In Japan? Or
Yeah.
both?
Both.
Yeah, China.
Chinese and Japanese people know how to eat food that we think is like, you know, questionable, but they know how to. Yeah.
I thought your highlight would have been the bidets that you used in Japan.
It would be if I could fit my ass.
Tell people what a bidet is.
Yeah.
Bro,
what is a
okay,
bidet?
first of all, Japan need to make, like, it's 2024. You know, everything's made for people who are like 5'5". Perfect for Jeff, but for the rest of us, bro. Well, no, you know, a bidet. We were talking about this before. It's a toilet. Cleans your ass.
Sorry, guys, a bit of toilet.
Well, that would have been the first for you, but
Is that the water one?
yeah, it shoots the. Man, that's such an interesting. Like, someone in Japan thought, you know what we do? We'll have like a little water gun, and it'll shoot your asshole. And we'll keep the toilet seat heated for you, so every time you sit on it, it feels like you're sitting on someone else's ass.
Tell the real story, the one that you said that you left it on for like 5 minutes.
and you say, tell the real story that you enjoyed it when it was water spraying you.
No. Well, Jeff goes, why would you need toilet paper? It just shoots your ass. You still got to wipe it.
Bro, I didn't think that you still had so what's the point of a bidet if you still have to wipe? 'Cause I thought, you know when you go to wash your hands and you like use the blow dry or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
to
does it blow dry
hands?
your ass?
You'll think that it would. Sorry, guys,
That might be hot, eh?
it's a bit of a.
But in China, they don't have. You know, they use like those squatty potties.
The long drops.
Yeah, like you know, you gotta squat down.
Oh my god.
I never use that, but I'm just That was another shock for
That'll
me
be
too.
easy for me. I got a 200 squat.
Oh, here we go.
But I saw you've been hitting the gym lately. Tell us about
How's that
the
been?
how's
Tell us
the
about your
challenge been?
bro.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, I'm on another challenge.
I'll join you soon.
Starting
very
challenges,
soon.
putting it back on, and then continuing the cycle.
It's an addiction, eh?
It's an addiction. Can't say no to the prize money.
Yeah, fair enough, bro.
Yeah, that's
How's it going so far, though?
into week 1. Yeah, standard stuff.
Standard stuff, just
Slowly
starting
Questioning
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, losing.
Aaron's a
interest.
bit of a gun when it comes to
Bro.
challenges.
It's
so
not something to be proud of to be good at challenges. If you're putting
I was
it-
better than others.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
one
better
thing
than
to be
some.
good at.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's good to be good at something.
Could you say that because you're such a Cam Smith fan, are you the Cam Smith of challenges?
Do you reckon you're the
Oh,
cancer
that's-
of challenges?
That's a big statement. Nah, I've
And then Junior Hall is the Thurston of. Shout out to Junior.
he's the Nathan Hindmarch of
The
he's
journeyman.
like a gun, but
Slow and
has a 1-1.
steady.
Nah, he
Nah,
is.
he has a 1-1.
Yeah.
He's come second. Nah,
This-
So why we,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
why bring this? Why bringing
But
this
you're the
up?
Cam
good.
Smith of challenges. Can we settle on that? You're the John Jones drug cheat.
So, Chris, your promotion over the last few years.
School young up.
Nah.
Shut
we
your
gotta-
mouth.
We celebrate.
Celebrate.
When
So
you-
this guy,
when you
wait,
win,
can I
we
say
all
something?
win.
This guy, he was meant to bring the talking points today, and he didn't prepare anything. And now he's throwing it on everyone.
you know-
Wait, what have you been up to? What are you doing?
So we're not allowed phones in schools anymore. So I had no time to prepare,
Yeah.
and we had no comms. So
Bro,
This is-
wait, tell me how that's been going with you.
what
The no phones.
in schools?
Yeah. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
What about
We
the...
call it away for the day.
Oh, true.
Yeah, with
An email?
Christopher Luxon's big head on the posters.
Yeah.
Away for the day, huh?
So
yeah,
how-
so we've been.
How does it work?
You can bring a phone, but you have to keep it in your bag the whole day, even in the breaks.
Was phones a thing when you guys were in school? Like, were you allowed phones?
Yeah, little Nokias.
Yeah.
See, we weren't allowed phones in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, so this is not.
Oh, but you went to a private school, so
Yeah, you're a private school boy. Can we stop talking like we went to the same kind of
like
school?
you went to a
Can you
state
stop
school.
bringing your privilege around here?
Can you stop acting like you're from the area?
you would think if I went to a private school, we would be allowed
Yeah, yeah.
phones. And stuff.
You're from the
Yeah.
suburbs, bro, not the
But I bet
streets,
every
brother.
kid had a laptop or something.
Wait, we had but like you back then, you would only actually use phones for like listening to music, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
that, like,
Yeah,
Or
we
play
had a
Snake.
fair, yeah.
Didn't really hit, yeah.
oh, play Snake. Whoa,
Well, we
show
were
your
in
age.
school like it was iPhone
I was
4,
like 2015.
iPhone 3, iPhone 4. So like not everyone had an iPhone. And yeah, we were on the Nokias, and we were
Were you?
passing around phones. I
Yeah.
remember Matzo, I gave a phone to Matzo Slips.
Mm.
Did it
And
come
he
back?
had-
Or?
Yeah, he had that same phone for a while. So like, but we never like it wasn't an issue. It wasn't an issue. Sorry,
No, hey.
we had it in school, but it wasn't an issue.
You-
Because there were no real videos recorded on
Right,
phones.
right.
It was
But how have you guys found it so far? Not having the kids not being on their phones and stuff. Are they more productive? Is it less distracting? How have you guys found it?
I think the phones is one part of the problem,
Right.
but it's not. Yeah, you could say you've made kind of progress towards helping the distraction in
Right.
class, but it's not the only problem. Hey?
Mm.
So there's still a lot of work to do, and it's not gonna be kind of fixed with. taking
But
away
it's
their
one
phone.
step forward, though. Wait. At
Yeah,
least
you
at
would.
this-
Yeah.
there's
What do you
progress.
think? You could.
Well,
say
we've had
there's
like,
a step.
well, but this thing, like my school is, we've had a no phone policy since, for like at least in the last 5 years.
Oh, right.
So it's been so I don't really know what it's, if phones have been a distraction, because that's not true at our school. We've
Mm.
never had. Yes, like I understand that phones are a distraction can be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
distraction for kids. I think for our school, we done it initially because our kids, what they do is they film stupid stuff and then they put it on social media.
Yeah, right.
So that's what we were just trying to protect a lot of our kids around that,
Right.
social media stuff. But yeah, our kids don't really have phones anyways.
Hmm.
But I can see like how this could be a distraction if you're just
Right.
walking around.
Mm.
But,
I mean,
these guys are obsessed. These kids are obsessed with
Yeah.
recording themselves
Yeah.
doing stupid stuff and then sending it to each other.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's a
eh?
weird thing.
We caught the ends of. We kind of caught the start of that
Mm.
because we were like.
No, you
now
guys started that.
actually, yeah, and we would just post it, but it
Yeah.
wasn't really some of the. It wasn't as often as how they do and how they treat TikTok now. Man, everyone's doing a dance in class, and
Yeah.
it's like the thing for these kids.
Yeah.
Like when they're in uniform in a classroom doing dances and then just posting it. So it's not. Yeah, we would be doing funny stuff. Like I remember the boys would like we'll go to the library, put books in other kids' bags, and then
Yeah.
like record them walking out and go beep 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 beep. And that's all we were doing.
Right,
And
mm.
so these kids are constant. Like
Yeah.
you know, we have to post something. We have to. And if we're not, we're dancing and saving it to our friends. So it's a little
A
bit.
lot of their identities tied into that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I think we talked about this before, is like the social media thing, and how much it impacts their lives. Like,
Mm.
you know, receiving that notification that somebody liked their
Mm.
video or liked their post, and then getting a dopamine hit of that, eh? So yeah, I guess it's I wonder what the long term
Effects of it,
effects
eh?
is going to be. Is it actually going to work long term? Because Bo, you did say, you know, it's just part of the problem. But
Yep.
I wonder if it's because I only see it as a positive thing, right? Like that
Oh,
you're
yeah.
removing distraction, and hopefully they can pay attention more in class. But yeah, I wonder what it'll be like long term. Yeah,
Yeah.
because there'll be people that argue against it. Like, you know,
Oh,
kids
hard.
need their
Yeah.
phones.
No, I think it's
For
only
safety
kids
reasons
arguing
and stuff.
against it.
Yeah.
There's no adult in
Yeah.
there kind of that would be
There-
mad
there
at the
aren't-
decision made.
I have come across some parents who are like, well, how am I meant to get in touch with my kid then during the day? Which is like the big excuse. Well, that's what a bloody office is for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Like, how did parents get in touch with their kids in the 90s? Like,
yeah, that's true.
you call the office
when, yeah. How did your
when
parents
you're in
get
high
a-
school. Like, you call the office
Yeah,
office
like
sends out a
anything.
message from.
Yeah.
And if you have your laptops, parents can email you. That's what they've been told to do.
Right.
Mm.
Send an email to your kids.
Are we going
Be an
to
adult.
get Mina to do a chicken or?
Mina,
Matua.
Slips, what's goody?
No, he gives
How
us
you been, brother?
He's giving the thumbs up.
You gotta have to do your voice recording thing. That you know.
He's like, and this is us here at. Appreciate you also.
always appreciate your hard work, brother.
Anyways, what's our hopes and dreams for 2024
So,
YDP? Like, because we gotta be accountable to someone.
Can we
Somebody-
just-
whoever's watching this, please hold us accountable to
Can
what's
we just
been.
tell them how long it's taken for us to start?
Well,
for
it's
us
May.
to be here.
Well, what is it? May now,
Mm.
and the last time we shot, we've like dragged ourselves to December last year,
right.
and then we're all happy to go on holiday, and so it's taken us 5 months to get back in here.
Maybe reflect on 23 first, and then maybe see what we can do. We had some guests on. I mean, some good guests on last year.
Right.
Also, on that note, we lost Fess
Mm.
during kind of the start of this year, which was a great shock. So the community and to New Zealand, the country as a whole,
Hard out.
especially that south side Otara community.
Mm.
Mm.
And but what a time it was for us to catch him on the ep last year.
Yeah.
And to try and pick his brains for some of the work that he was doing. And so yeah, on that we remember him and our 23 season. That was quite a good. It was good to finally get guests on.
Mm.
But yeah, and what were some of your reflections from last year?
Yeah, 2023 was a cool year because of what you're saying. We got guests on.
Yeah.
But I felt like near the end of the year, it was kind of just a grind for us.
Yeah.
Because when you get guests on, you have to organize. You have to organize more. And I think we are slightly organized, but we do our best work off the cuff. When
Not me. I'm
when
playing to the hilt,
when
brother.
we just when we're
I'm a
structured,
scheduled person.
Yeah.
I feel like when we're structured, like it's all right, but we do our best work when we're just on the mic and just having a good old yarn. But yeah, having guests on last year was cool, and just to hear different insights and perspectives.
Yeah,
Um,
for real.
But I feel like going into 2024, it's probably more sustainable for us to run a potty like this, do some content outside of the potty, but also every now and then get on a guest.
Yep.
I think we were,
Get on it.
and as cool as it was
Get
having
on
a
a
guest
guest.
on, I think we were kind of over reliant on it in a way.
Yep.
So in 2024, it'll be cool just to go back to our roots and back into similar to season 1, exploring themes and just talking about topics that our people can relate to and people that can resonate with it too. So yeah, that's kind of my hopes of 2024 is just going back to our roots and every now and then having a guest on, but also creating some content again, eh?
Oh, give me
Stuff
some
that we
content,
enjoy
yeah.
doing, you know.
Hard out.
You too?
Yeah, look, kind of share the same sentiment as Jeff. I really enjoy having people on. I really enjoy
Same,
hearing
yeah.
perspective and hearing about experiences. Again, just remembering those sofis. Man, yeah, just I think like what was shared a lot when during his final days with his family, and that was, you know, his lasting impact and the lasting impression that he left on people, you know. And that was something that we got like from that sit down chat that we had with him, you know. He was like kind of blown away by this guy, eh?
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. People, you know, that you don't necessarily have to be in the public eye or anything, but I just like to hear about, you know, where you come from, who you come from, you know, what you have to give
that's it,
and
yeah.
what you have to share, because
Right.
that way people can, you know, in highlighting that particular experience or particular worldview, someone watching or someone listening is connecting with that,
Right.
you know.
Good point.
And that's what we as people always look to do, especially when we're listening to a potty. It's like, where can I make a connection with this?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
how does it resonate with me? But you know, I can't beat a good yarn with the boys. You know, you can't get away with a good chat with the brothers,
yeah.
and that's kind of the foundation of YDP. It was like, it's us just sitting around having a chat, having a catch up on life, and checking in on each other.
Yep.
And
So it
I
could be a
think-
balance, eh?
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
a bit
there's
of
a
both,
balance
eh?
of that, and
Yep.
bring that back in what Jeff said. So it's coming back to a bit of that, but also like, let's try something new, eh?
Yeah.
We got some cool content lined up, which I'm excited for. The YDP Sports Challenge. I'm currently leading after I smacked these guys up at Timpin Bowling. But hey,
That's
stay tuned. Stay tuned. to
That's a
watch
good
that.
plug of things to come. But let's just be honest. We went to bowling. Oh, let's film some video content, and then we just ended up playing. like, and then
Oh
we
wait,
spent
whoa.
3 hours there just playing and laughing,
Can-
but didn't film anything.
Can I highlight something here? So we have this thing called a YDP schedule, okay? It's a spreadsheet, and it has all the dates, the shoot dates, the record dates, the drop times. What these guys fail to realize is that when I made the spreadsheet, you can access who's looked at the schedule. And when I made it, and then I looked at it 3 months, I keep looking at it, obviously inserting my dates when I'm away and so on. And I looked, and it was like, it's just all my name. These punk asses hadn't even checking the schedule. I'm telling you now, 2024, we're gonna be better at
Check
that.
the
Yes, for
schedule,
sure.
Check the
Jeff
schedule, Jeff.
Schedule.
Mina.
and Matua.
Do you reckon we could use a different like app?
What do you
Because
want?
we've been using Google Calendar, eh? But I'm used to Outlook, so if we could change the Outlook, I'll look at it.
I'll be
Not
honest
much
with you,
looking out.
If we could change the Outlook, that would make things so much easier.
Do you not get
Maybe we
Google?
can explore that going into season.
Do you not get Google Calendar on your phone?
Okay, Aaron, as I quickly, your kind of reflections on 23.
Oh
and
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
looking
No,
for.
that's me. I'm finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you guys gotta keep this moving.
Great.
We gotta-
Yeah, much the same as everyone else. It was good to experiencing having guests on. Obviously, Jeff and I weren't here for the episode of Fest, and I'll be honest, I didn't watch it at the time.
Oh.
But you know, after he passed away, I actually sat and I listened to the whole thing, and like, man, he was such a knowledgeable man, and
Yep.
full of wisdom, and just a really good guy. And
Yep.
it was sad that how he passed away, and obviously I was away and Jeff was away of leave without pay from YDP.
Nah, he was on his marriage. Remember, he was married.
Oh, yeah,
He was
yeah.
getting married.
Was he?
I got you. Don't worry.
Was
Oh,
he?
yeah. But overall, it was good to experience guests. I think from our very first guest of Avi,
Yeah, Chavik,
just
man.
watching us grow from episode to episode,
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
guests that we had on, up until our very last one. I think it was Wayne. Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne was our last.
Yeah, watch us
Wayne.
grow. Watching Avi hold his mic for a whole hour, and then until these stands that we finally got.
Yeah, we didn't click, eh?
Yeah.
But what about when I was like, oh, how come I didn't get snacks?
Each week we grew. So
I was like, because you live in the green room.
We bought stands. We bought
This is your
snacks.
place.
We got better. That was the main
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
eh?
yeah.
We got better.
And it was a good
every
learning
episode.
experience
Yeah.
for all of us. Eh?
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for Aves' feedback, then
Yeah,
and the experience of Aves, so we owe a lot to Chavs.
yeah.
And
He'll always have that tag. It was the first ever
was the
one.
very
Exactly.
So, like, yeah, shout out to Avi. But yeah, was overall 2023. A lot of learnings for us. And this year, I think we were all pretty much
What
on
are we
the same
excited
page.
for?
Going back to our roots, like
Mhm.
everyone said, but not ruling out having guests on in the future. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
looking forward to this year and start using the calendar, boys. Grubs.
now say it to the girls.
We were meant to start a month ago.
Now he's the kind of girls.
See, I didn't click the first time about your joke because my mind just doesn't go there.
Wow, Bo. Wow.
Ah,
Love it.
Mate, can I just say
this is what I
that
turn
Jeff-
up for.
Jeff and I now work with Bo's wife, and oh man,
jeez.
How's that? What's that like?
oh man,
Man,
Ah.
these circles, man.
Yeah, if you could call it work.
Hey. It's thankless
Is that
work.
what constitutes as work nowadays?
It's thankless work, boys.
I don't know if the incentives are for the young people or for themselves.
Working with our
Man.
rangatahi, they need some direction.
Hey, what you're gonna find in any line of work, particularly when you're working with people, Jeff mentioned it's like you got to learn how to leave work at work, which is easy to do at your 9 to 5. Like, bro, I remember that too. It's like I check out, you put your scanner down, let it bolt. Like,
Yeah.
I hit my punch. I log out and I'm like done for the day. It's a little different when you're working with people, eh? You carry a lot of that. You tend to carry a lot of that, and take it home with you. So, as far as, sorry, this is my word of advice to you. No, but I mean, like, you would have already found this to be true as far as being able to leave it at work. Because you got to go back to your own relationships, that aren't that have nothing to do with your work, like your wives, your partners. Your family at home, and you don't want any of that impacting or affecting that. In saying that, this one's going out to your wives and your partners. So the boys have decided to, drum roll please, for Aaron's 30th this year.
We
Las Vegas, baby!
He doesn't know yet, but we're going to Las Vegas.
So yeah, we're really excited to go to Vegas this year.
so polite.
Yeah, so Aaron's partner's just finding out about this right now.
Now.
So we're grateful to her and just the support she's Come on, man. Let's travel. Let's go do something.
Bro, we've been talking about traveling for the
No,
last
we haven't.
2 years.
Vegas. Let's do Vegas for NRL next year.
Yeah, so you see with these things, there's always balance. Eh? There's always balance. Okay, we go to Vegas, but what are we doing for our partners and wives? We got to do something. There's always
That's true.
checks and balances.
Mhm.
Okay, let's send them.
Take them to Whangarei.
Let's send them to Hamilton.
yeah.
For the weekend,
That's a great balance.
and we go for 2 weeks.
Let's go take them to the Tron.
Tron is on. Tron is on.
Tron is always on.
Bo, your reflection of 2023?
Like I said, the fest, that episode kind of resonated with me when things kind of settled towards the back end of the year, and especially when I'm finding out the news of his passing. But and getting the various guests that we all like, kind of the different from
Yep.
different backgrounds, different spaces, different areas that they're working in. That was probably the best part, and getting that perspective, diverse perspective of stuff. But yeah, excited for this year, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit of traveling, not
A little bit chat.
a little bit chat, but also trying to get some guests in
Mm-hmm.
every now and then. I don't know what. It's an interesting space of the video content, and we're trying to do the gaming thing. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes as well.
All right. In closing, just quickly, hard and fast, things that are happening right now. Okay, hard and fast, this or that. I'll go first. The first thing, like one of the biggest things on social media right now is the beef between Drake and Kendrick, or Drake and hip hop.
Right.
Drake versus the Avengers. I don't know if you guys been following it too much. It's hard to keep up with, to be honest with you. You got to watch like 35 reaction videos,
Yeah.
22 breakdown videos, especially Kendrick's ones.
Yeah.
Like the double,
Those bars
triple,
just fly
quadruple
over, man.
entendres. Like, it's hard to keep
Entendres
up
are
with.
crazy.
And yeah, so obviously there's this whole beef going, kind of playing out in front of us. A lot of people are saying it's good for hip hop if you're into, if you follow hip hop, if you enjoy rap. I enjoy the music. As far as the music's concerned, I don't really care about the beef, but there's been some bangers, eh?
Yeah,
Like,
Right.
There's been some absolute trackers. So just hard and fast, like who is whose side are you on right now? As far as, and I mean, that doesn't even necessarily have to be who you like. Maybe it's just the songs that you like that are coming out, right? So who are we liking at the moment as far as songs dropped, and nothing to do with your personal opinion on whether you like Drake or not, or whether you like Kendrick or not, because a lot of people just don't like Drake
Right.
and automatically side with Kendrick.
Yeah.
But from a point of, as far as enjoying the music that's being dropped, where are we sitting with Drake and Kendrick?
I think my answer is simple. It's K. Dot.
K-Dot, man.
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Maybe there is an underlying bias, but
Pretty much
but it's hard to remove that bias in this conversation. But yeah, simple K. Dot for me.
I gotta take K-Dot as well.
Yeah.
With Kendrick Lamar. And I followed the beef. Like, I listened to the Family Matters. Around that time, I caught like the middle of the beef, and then Meet the Grahams came out, and then that. So I've been like, Kendrick's. But you're like me, like I can't listen and then understand what he's saying. I have to like all the entendres. I have to watch other
the
people
breakdowns.
breaking it down and kind of, and then you're like it's deep. It's deep.
the Len Musk breakdowns are like, Kendrick says this. Remember when Drake said this on a beat in 2018? I'm like, no. Like, how do you remember that?
No one else remembers it.
Remember the art cover for his album in 2015?
Yeah,
I'm
nah,
like,
the
what?
craziest, the one when he sent the stuff to K Dot that someone in Drake's camp sent kind of information or kind of leaked information under Drake's like instructions, and then like kind of opened himself up to be called a pedo. And that was like, hey, that didn't make any sense. But yeah, going back to this or that, I have to take Kendrick. Yeah.
Same. I'm Kendrick. Without knowing anything about the beef, I'm Kendrick.
You're not worried about it, eh?
Nah, I'm not worried about it. I do remember there was a time where another great MC and J. Cole
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that
backed
up
away
too.
from K. Dot. So
Yeah.
if
And
he's backing away from
apologise.
him, if he's backing away from them,
That's what I'm
But then
saying.
it's the secrets that are
Yeah.
it's secrets in the closet that you kind of But I don't know much of
I
J.
reckon,
Cole's story.
like lyrically, he can bang with those guys.
oh yeah,
like
for sure.
that's why I was like,
It's
Well,
Smoke.
definitely with Drake, that's for sure.
of those three, J. Cole's my favorite. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Interesting.
I would have loved to see the direction he would have taken this, had he kind of stayed in this.
the
Yeah. Oh well.
Do you guys
So-
feel like the beef is it organic? Like it's You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it was
you
so
see,
forced.
But did you see the streams skyrocket just because of the beef for both?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
they're probably just on a secret meeting, just having a drink and just laughing at
They're doing
all of us
Who
breaking
does
their
that?
stuff down.
Just like kind of blows up or clout just to blow up the album. Tory Lanez. Like we'll just do something just for.
Who
they say it's
recently
corny.
the gay me?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember they said that. Have you watched Drink Champs of the game? That it was kind of like the beef between him and 50 when, like during the G Unit days was kind of 50 trying to
Promote.
like because he's a walking
businessman,
he's a
yeah.
marketing genius
Yeah.
like and that's what that was, but kind of game didn't catch on early on.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And he kind of took it to the streetways and actually thought it was a real beef. So you never know. It could be something like that.
Like what's his name? Chameleon. Did you hear about that?
No.
And he says
Was that with 50?
well 50
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then 50 talks smack about him and then he hit him up at the Grammys or something.
Yeah, and he was like,
and he's like no.
that was an assist.
Yeah. If I said something about you and you would have said something back to me,
yeah.
you would have been hearing about
Trending, yeah.
This
Right.
would have been trending all around the
Right,
world
right,
because
right.
me and you are beefing now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was
Let's give him an LEA.
yeah.
He really was. And Game actually said that.
Yeah.
Like he was giving him an alley, but Game just took it and
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, who's got the next one?
I think we should in there, eh?
So that
Yeah.
That's all that.
That it?
I'm really excited for Bowl's one. Well, okay, listen. Just quickly to summarize, okay? 2023, tell me if I'm wrong here. 2023 season was awesome to hear perspective. Was awesome to hear about different or to hear from people from different walks of life.
Yep.
We really thoroughly enjoyed it, and we know that a lot of our regulars really enjoyed that too. But it seems that a lot of them are also asking for us to go back to this format too.
Yep.
Just sitting down having a chat about real relevant topics in our lives.
Yep.
We're looking forward to a few things, some new content coming out. Vegas for Aaron's 30th.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's it.
I'm speaking that into existence
Yeah,
right
manifest
now.
it, brother.
Manifest it. I need you guys to start praying into this too, people. In the chat right now. Vegas
Yeah.
The prayer emoji.
I'll go to
Vegas
Vegas while my
prayer
kids eat. while I come back and my kids eat.
We'll leave the
God's
GoFundMe
fools.
link down below.
Like this and say amen if you believe that we're going to Vegas in 2025.
Send us to Vegas.
And yeah, we were excited for some new content coming out this year. But also, again, continue to hear perspective, to deliver it to our people, and to engage with that. And as always, at the core of this is checking in on each other, making sure we're okay.
That's it, bro.
Absolutely.
That's it.
And really just, continue to strengthen or strengthen those links and those
Yes.
bonds. So, I'm so proud of you for learning new Te Reo Māori.
I'm just
yeah.
gonna say I'm gonna come with another Māori word.
Yeah, maybe that should
What's
be a
top
new
of
segment.
what's top of your list right now? So you got rangatahi.
Whitikiti ora.
Can you explain?
Whakataka pōkai. These are all prisons. These are all you prisons.
Korowai Manaki.
Korowai manaki.
Oh,
Wānanga?
Wananga.
Wānanga, he was obsessed with
He was
Wānanga for
obsessed
about
with
3
Wānanga.
weeks.
This should be a new segment in our
Right.
podcast.
You
Aaron
are-
brings a Māori
New
word and
word,
explains it.
new Te Reo word every week.
By
By the end of this,
here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
have
what do
a
you call it? When you know your pepeha.
Pepeha.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good challenge,
Hey, ka pai.
bro.
Do they have mangas in Brisbane? Do they have hours?
You have
in Brisbane?
our
Actually learning about some of the mangas that we've gone to. Manga ki, manga.
Yeah.
Manga what?
What did you say?
Manga.
Did you say Manga Keke?
Ki.
Manga alapati.
Shout out to Ross Manga Alapakis.
What's the manga that
Manga
the redhead?
Redhead?
Hey.
North Head, bro.
Oh, not here.
Is that your? Is that your? Is your calendar girl?
Oh,
Is that your
fantasy
subs?
league.
Wrap it up.
Calendar girl.
Is that your algo?
You're not redhead.
We went up the mountain on
That's
Thursday.
Yeah,
Kia ora.
yeah.
I forgot what it's called.
Okay, kia ora.
Manga.
Kia ora.
All right, let's finish in karakia. As always, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Find us on all the platforms. I hope we're still there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think we are.
Probably.
How many subs are we at?
Get us
Bro.
to 1,000 subs, please.
Get us to
For what?
10,000. We're at now 9,700. Get us to 10K now. Like and subscribe in the chat right now.
You
Hey.
catch us every 5 months.
And if we go live on TikTok, can you guys send us something better than a rose? Like, I want a galaxy. I want a lion. I want a.
you want the diamonds.
roses.
We don't even know what this is.
It's good to be back, man. Good
Ciao,
to be
brothers.
back,
That's
brothers.
us.